Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Get India Healthy, and we have somebody really special, very close to my heart. Please join me in welcoming the Pulela Gopichand, All England champ and the chief badminton coach of our badminton academy and of India right now. And today we have somebody even more special. We have his children Gayatri and Sai Vishnu on this very special session, and the whole aim of these sessions is to inspire all of you to get on the path of exercising and fitness. And you don't need any of us. We just want, our goal is to make you fit, make you healthy, because there's 135 million people in our country who are obese, and we are very concerned about that. And so we are doing these things to motivate each and every one of you to get on that path and start moving and start losing weight and start staying healthy wherever you are. Just do whatever. So Gopi, really and truly welcome to this show, and Gayatri and Vishnu, welcome to this show.
Thank you, Dinas ma'am. Pleasure.
Thank you so much, Gopi. And Gopi, one of the first things I'd like to ask you is, how did your journey start with Dinas Fitness, or how did your journey start with me? Let us know about that. Let's go down memory lane a little bit.
It's been almost 20 years now. For me, I was somebody who in my playing days was moving a lot of places. I was in Hyderabad, then I was in Bangalore, then I went to play in Germany for a club for a few months, then came back to Hyderabad after the All England, and also had in my life, I've also had surgeries. I've had 3 knee surgeries on my left knee, 1 on my right knee, had multiple metatarsal fractures on my right foot. So in all this time around 2002, I think that's when I came back, I needed somebody to help me with my entire fitness program. And that for me is the starting of my journey with Dinas. And for me, you've really been an inspiration, because not only was that help needed, but at that time of playing, but also for me, the playing and afterwards the coaching, actually what I learned from those years actually helped me not only in my playing days, but also helped me in my coaching times.
So I want you to tell all of us, how important do you think that health and fitness is in today's day and age? And what is the impact if people are really not going to take care of themselves?
I think it's paramount. I think we've in the last few years kind of have had a need to get exercise as a proper segment in our lives. If we were doing as a farming society, or if we were in a normal life doing a lot of physical activity, which was probably the case in the previous generation, we didn't need to think of fitness as much. But today, it's time that fitness, health, food habits need to take central stage. It's important that if we don't take care of them, we go sliding down very quickly. And that is very important. At maybe a few years back, it was normal to walk. It was normal to get exercise outside of actually having to do exercise by itself. But in the last few years, it's become even more necessary that we incorporate it into our daily program as and a lot the time required. Take care of our health from every aspect, whether it's food, whether it's movement, whether it's thinking. I think all of them need to be conscious efforts, because too much of digital media have come down into our lives.
I think one of the other issues that I see people facing is a lot of stress, Gopi. With all your years of experience and with all your years of dealing with stress, with the kind of job profile that you have even today, we'd like you to tell us, how do you deal with stress the best possible way?
Well, I think it's very important that we are one slowing down to understand what our thoughts are, and just get it into a space where we're really little more relaxed and we understand what our thoughts are. Then second thing would be not to have any anxiety about the future, not to have any regret of the past. These are two important things. And to be in the present moment. So that's what I would really have to, and also that's what I would say we should look at. What are our thoughts? Is it something related to regret of the past? Or is it related to anxiety about the future? Or are we completely in the present moment? That's something which is important. The second thing is many of us would not know what we really want. And we are running after something which is like a pot with an empty bottom. So we are asking or we are wanting things without knowing what will satisfy us. And that is very important. A lot of the times people would have education, and by the end of the education, they still don't know what they want in life. So they just want a good job, and if you ask what's a good job, they don't know. They want a lot of money. You want what's a lot of money? They don't know what's a lot of money. So I think when you have needs which are endless and desires which just go on forever, then you just are very hollow from inside. So that causes a lot of stress. So I think it's important that you just slow down, relish, have an attitude of gratitude towards what you have. You should count your blessings and just celebrate what you have. But when you're in a workspace, keep pushing yourself to do more and more.
So Gopi, how did you react when the lockdown happened?
Well, for me, the lockdown, just prior to the lockdown, I wasn't supposed to go to UK. This was around the March 7th and 8th. But it so happened that we had our team coaches who dropped out because of the visa issues which few of the foreign coaches had. So I was forced to go to London or UK, Birmingham, on the 8th of March. And that 1 week we were in Birmingham, it was really scary because there were cases in UK, and the tournament was on. There were about 2,000 spectators there. And during this entire time, there was no precautions which were taken. So all of us were amongst people. And then we came from UK to Dubai on transit, and Dubai was also a hot spot. And then I came back to Hyderabad. And when I came to Hyderabad, UK was still not on the list of the quarantined countries, so I came back. But I was kind of not very comfortable going home because I didn't want to risk people around me. So I went directly to the farm. And then after a week, the lockdown had started. But for me, I think this whole experience has in a way been, I wouldn't say good, but I think we made the best use of it in the last few days, because for all of us who've been running around so much, I think the time required to spend with family, to spend on your own self, to contemplate, to go inside and be with yourself, I think was important time. So I think I've made good use of it, and it's in a way been a good pause, which has really helped.
Where do you think this is going to go, Gopi?
I don't know, in the sense, I don't know where this would go, but I think the real answer for this is, instead of looking to the outside, I think it's very important that we look inside. And what can I do is what we need to ask. Because if you're going to think of what will happen, then we just have so many experts talking so much, and none of them could on the 1st of March even remotely predict that a month later this would happen. So all of the predictions are of no value. All of what can happen are infinite. What we can do is try to do the best of what we can do, stay safe, try and get stronger, healthier, learn new things, and just stay relaxed. Because one of the things all my injuries have taught me was sometimes it's not hard work and discipline and sacrifice which is important, but you not doing anything, being patient, and not doing any stupid things because of boredom. I think that is very, very important.
Yeah, and this is especially for the youngsters.
Yeah, I think it's so true, because in our lives where we are running, we got used to so many things. We're taking things for granted every few days. We want to go out. We are looking at having entertainment, movie every few days, going to a mall, going to going for a holiday, just going for a drive outside. I think so many things we've actually taken it for granted and we think it's normal. But I think when those things don't happen, just to shut up and stay home and not do any mistakes, I think is very, very important.
So Gopi, when this whole thing started, I remember that sometime around March 16th, I spoke to you and I said, could I contribute in any way to the academy and help out the children in any way? So you were very kind enough in saying that, yeah, why don't we give it a shot? And then since I think March 16th or 17th or something like that, or maybe 20th, I don't recall now, I've been doing these sessions for the kids for the academy. So I'd like to really know, how have these sessions been? How have they really helped you, the academy first, and then the children as well?
Well, for me, I think it's important to mention that the early years in my coaching, I was kind of battling the whole scenario alone. We had kids. I would be the coach. I would be a parent. I would be like a physio trainer, uh, marker, everything, and it was kind of tough years then. And you had really helped out in those years, whether it's Kashyap or Guru or Saina, who trained before the Olympics 2008. I think we just had, and I remember all those sessions were really helpful. Not only was my own training very helpful, but also when you had come and spend a lot of time when these kids were young to make them stronger, which was very, very good. So coming back to this time, because then we were in lockdown and I didn't know what and how, because within a week into it, because to have kids, to have players at home not doing anything, and then kind of slowly you have things creeping up, right? So you don't have a reason to get up in the morning, then you just spend late nights. Then slowly, before you realize, your fitness can go, your discipline can go, and you kind of end up actually losing a lot of the things which you've actually worked over the years. It's very important. So when you said that, I think for me that was really a blessing, because for me to have all the kids, and especially I didn't even know that these things would be so good. Because I was more looking at a one-way transmission, but actually to have a session where you're still able to monitor and to have all of them together on one frame, seeing you, and actually you able to kind of correct them, I think is phenomenal. And I really loved it. And I said, let's go give it a try. And the first session, I just had kids saying, thank you, sir. Madam was fantastic and we are motivated. And I think that really helped us. And slowly we started adding a few other badminton sessions. And now we actually managing to have 11. So we ended up in some areas, if players were doing 25 push-ups, they've actually gone to develop to 40 push-ups. So we've actually used the lockdown well, is what I would say.
Exactly, exactly. So way into the training and coaching, I realized because there are almost 95, 97 kids coming in at the same time, and it was almost like 4 pages on the Zoom app. And I realized one fine day that I saw these two names, Gayatri and Sai Vishnu, multiple number of times, and then somewhere it was ringing, and I then realized that it was your children. Gave me immense pleasure, and I really, really wanted to, first and foremost, thank you for this opportunity that I got this chance not only to coach you at some point in my career, but now I'm with the next generation. So I'd like to now request Gayatri to tell me how has your experience been in the last few days in coaching with me or training with me, and how does it feel to have somebody who had coached your dad and now is also training you, Gayatri?
It's been fun, ma'am. The session, I think I've had a lot of fun, especially the dance class. Yeah. and yeah, and
Do you think your fitness levels have gone up? Are getting there?
I mean, I'm able to maintain.
Yeah.
I'm doing a badminton session in the morning and then a session with you.
Yes.
So I think I'm able to maintain my fitness. So I think that's great.
So as a young player, how difficult or easy is it to stay motivated doing something by yourself in your home just by looking at your phone? What is that level of motivation do you feel? Because what you say today is going to inspire not only other players, but it also inspire children of your age. And that's my goal. I want you to share your experience.
I think it's very exciting because you can monitor us and it's like just a phone away. So I'm having fun and it's really exciting.
So you don't.
So I have this thing. Where they come out and said, "Dinas madam gave a shout out to you," and then he says, "No, no, no. It was not about not doing it, but it was about doing it well." So it's so that's the chatter which goes on after the session.
Oh, really? So Vishnu, my young boy over there, how do you feel? How do you feel about being trained by somebody who had trained your dad also?
It feels great, ma'am.
Yeah, it feels great. And how do you like the sessions?
It's fun training with you.
What's your age?
I'm 15.
You're 15? My God, you don't look 15. Oh my God. Oh my God. And you stay absolutely motivated. Both of you come out at your own time and you're logged in as soon as I start the session. So Vishnu, tell us what is that motivation that drives you out of your room? I can see that you always come out on this balcony and you train over there. What is that motivation that keeps you going from a phone, that to just from a phone? You want to get fit, you enjoy it. What is your why? Why do you want to do it? Or just dad's forcing you to do it? No.
I just want to be fit.
You want to be fit. Great, great. So what message will you give, Vishnu, to 15-year-olds, to kids of your age? That do they need to do something like this from wherever they are? Other players?
Yes.
So give one message to all your young friends. Just keep moving. Yeah. Okay. Gayatri, what message would you like to give to players of your age and to girls of your age? I mean, not only players. I think it's important that you talk about the girls of your age.
Be safe. Be fit. And
do you think that in this lockdown period, the way you are doing your workouts, you think your friends are doing their workouts as well?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know about my school friends, but yeah, badminton definitely.
Not badminton friends will do. Other girls, are they doing it?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So give them a nice strong message that they need to do something.
Okay.
Okay? Call all of them up and tell them. Okay?
Yes.
So Gopi, what's your message that you'd like to give our viewers on this show? And it's a very, very powerful message that we're looking forward to. We are in a time and history that we never expected in our lives would happen. At this time, a good message from you.
I think these times are challenging for all of us to stay physically and mentally fit, and balance is critical to fight the virus and to build our own immunity. Physical exercise is a key component. So for all of us at this time, I think it's more important than ever to keep moving. And I think every day, I think we have to invest in this. There's nothing more important than physical activity. And I would say physical activity as a component in our lives. If we didn't have time, we won't do it. And yesterday, when I was speaking to Margaret Whitehead, one of the things which she said was, we've been extras for too long. I think in our lives, in our children's lives, I think physical activity has been like an extra. And I think it's not. It needs to take center stage. For all of us, we need to prioritize our health, and we need to put exercise up there, because it's very, very important that we start moving and we start taking the responsibility for ensuring that we keep moving.
Great. Gopi, Gayatri, Vishnu, I'd really like to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for giving your valuable time to not only me, to also all the viewers, because I'm on this mission, and I'm sure that after this, a lot more people are going to be inspired. So guys, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching this interview. It's been absolutely priceless for me and for our nation to get an address from Pulela Gopichand. And I look forward to each and every one of you. Keep on moving. Let's just get India fit. Let's get India healthy, and just keep on moving. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Dinesh ma'am. Thank you.